In this lesson, we're going to cover our brake markers. Now, brake markers are a really big part of motorcycle track riding. They have a lot to do with our vision going around the racetrack, which we covered back in our line choice course, and they make riding a very repeatable thing, which is great on a racetrack because with so many things going on, that repeatability and predictability is a nice thing to have. Now, when you're out on the track and you're picking out your brake markers, it's really important to remember to go for fixed objects. We don't want to go for things that might move the next session or the next day or the next year even when we come back to this racetrack the next time. So fixed objects are something we want to look for. The ends of pit walls or access roads. And looking at this diagram, we can see where our rider has a choice coming into this corner. He's got a great brake marker in the end of the wall. He's also got a great brake marker at the access road. Now, one thing to remember when picking out your own brake markers is you definitely want to sneak up on this. It isn't something where you want to go really from one brake marker to your next brake marker that's 50 yards down the track. That's probably not going to work out too well. So you get out there, find your brake markers, find your initial brake markers, and then you're going to make small increments, small changes until you get to your next really good brake marker. Then you can make that brake marker your standard. That's where you're always going to brake. You know you can drive in to that spot safely every time. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that as the conditions change, our brake markers may have to adjust as well, as with all aspects of our riding. If it's the first session of the weekend, maybe the track's a little bit green, or if it's much colder or much hotter than it was the previous time you rode on this track and set your brake markers, you might have to adjust those a little bit. Brake markers are a huge aspect of motorcycle riding. This is something, like everything, that takes a lot of practice. Now, in our next lesson, we're going to look at some of the finer points of using our front brakes on the track and what that means for us.